Welcome to the FAQ podcast, frequently asked questions with Fuzzy and Quincy. Today, Fuzz, producer, activist, entrepreneur, God-like, Lil God.
Yeah.
We got David Banner here, man.
What's happening, man?
David Banner.
David Banner.
I wish I had some headphones so I could feel the sound effect. No, because I got on this wonderful hat. I couldn't do it no way. Don't worry.
Killing it. Yeah. What's up, David Banner?
Quincy, it's a blessing, man. Honor to be here with you.
Much love.
I want to say something, though, before we start. Like, Fuzz, I want to tell you, brother, I'm really, really proud of you.
Man, thank you, brother.
We've been knowing each other a long, long time.
We've been doing it, man.
If you really look at the music industry and the entertainment industry for what it is now, it ain't too many of us left, especially strong men, you know, but not too many that came from when we started anyway.
Yeah.
So for us to be able to go our own way and become who we are and to be able to sit in front of each other and not need anything from each other, but to be willing to help each other and connect, because no one connects like you.
I connect.
It's a blessing. Quincy, I hope that me and you able to say this 15 years from now, and that we still here, man. But I've been through a lot, you know, just a lot of pain, a lot of success, and I'm just grateful to see those of us who are able to matriculate themselves through the industry and not lose themselves.
I want to use that word,
you know,
matriculate.
One of the things that I'm happy about and I thought about today,
yes, sir,
is first of all looking so fucking good.
Hello. Talk to him.
Second, I met someone today very special, and they said that they were so fortunate to be able to open their eyes and see the future. And while I was here, they wanted to close their eyes and try it again.
Go ahead.
I just
Yo, this gonna be, listen.
Yo, Banner he's a real one. He's a legend. He's a legend.
Yeah.
Oh, man, Fuzz, David Banner, I remember he came to Big Boy Show, and we had to interview him. I don't know, it's like 07, 08.
Yeah.
And we were interviewing him, and we are asking him, like, why he produced all these records. And, you know, he wanted to get these cats on the records, but you were producing because you wanted to make sure that you can get these dudes and these celebrities, these A-listers on your album. Like, you've been smarter than the average cat back then.
It was that, but also being from Mississippi and not having the finances. My dad always told me there is no success. I mean, there is no excuse for not being successful. You may have to do things like, one of my favorite players of all times is Steph Curry. And not just because he's a great player, but if you look at Golden State as a whole, and I've been waiting to hear someone who does sports to say this. Like, if you look at the original Golden State team that won the first championship, it was nothing about any of those players that yell superstar.
At all.
Like, Klay could shoot, but people didn't know Klay could shoot like that. Steph was too small, had bad ankles, just all kind of things. Draymond was super small, but had more heart than just about anybody in the league, and they were able to gel and take that and put that together and create something special. I read a book one time that says that talent is only a head start. So, like, if you look at the people who are truly, truly great, they're usually not the ones who are the most talented, because the most talented usually become they usually bank on that and they become lazy. Or they hurt whatever their blessing was, like the ankle or something like that, and they can't do anything else unless you're smart, like someone like Jordan or Vince Carter, who knew that they're jumping high all the time. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, all the fucking time that shit could run out.
Yeah.
So Vince and Jordan started working on their outside shot, which gave them an opportunity to stretch as long as they chose to. But what I realized was that I couldn't afford, you know, the records or those beats, you know, to compete with the people from the other places. I didn't have the luxury of saying that I could fall behind the backdrop. Because one of the things that I told people that they miss out with the West Coast that they don't realize is one of the reasons why the West Coast was so popular at the time that it became popular. Because right when Snoop and Dre and them were doing their things, that was at the same time that Colors, Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood was coming out. So, like, whereas people may not know what a 6'4" was.
So the
people
movies
may not
match the music.
Well, it was even more than that. They had not only the music, the movies had a soundtrack
for sure.
It was built
that lived outside of the actual movies. And then the rappers had more than a video. They had a movie to go along with the stuff that they were talking about. Yeah. In the South, we still haven't had that yet. That one thing that we can all agree, like, that's us. So, like, for me, I had to create things that were bigger. Come to find out that my biological father played 11 instruments.
Damn.
Like, I never really been classically trained. Like, I played guitar a little bit, drums a bit. But, like, I always wondered where this production came from. Like, and for a long time, I wanted to whoop my biological father. Like, him and my mother were married, and he beat my mother when I was 8 months and threatened my life. And I always thought, what kind of man were you to threaten a child's life? And I'm a big motherfucker. Now let's see how this shit work for you. But Anthony Broder told me that in what he believes in the religion that he believes in, that only two specific entities can make one original thing. So in order for me to be me, it had to be him and my mother. Nothing else in this universe could have made me like I am, right? So now I see that, like, them 11 instruments are in me. Like, the shit that I come up with, I be like, damn, like,
it's in you.
Almost as if I'm separate. Like, I'm a fan to me. I went back and listened to my first album musically, because for us to be real, motherfuckers, I ain't never been an ego-driven person, but it seems like motherfuckers won't give it to you. I've been killing these bitches on the production side and have never got my fucking credit. I've done over 75 major acts from Maroon 5 to Quincy Jones and ain't nobody said shit. Like, and smashed these bitches. And I promise you, besides the kids, the young kids that are coming up, the people who were down and believed in me, I'm going to charge, when motherfuckers see what we're about to come with, I'm going to charge these motherfuckers. I'm going to overcharge these. I'm going to gouge these bitches.
Like what you owe.
Like Pac said, y'all going to have to pay nigga taxes. Yep.
Yo, dog,
you with it?
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't know you did Tip Drill. Yeah. And I know you said Maroon 5, Quincy Jones, but I didn't know you did Tip Drill.
Yeah, I definitely did Tip Drill. Only thing about that people, only thing is that Tip Drill was a remix for EI.
Yeah.
But Nelly hit me and was like, yo, we shooting a video for EI. And I was working on like my third album or something. So I was actually in the studio. If I knew it was my song, I would have been there at the beginning, like
doing it.
Do you remember the Tip Drill video?
Hell
First
yeah.
of all, okay.
What? It was BET Uncut. It was.
No, they sent that to us in a VHS.
Yo. It looked like I was there through the whole video. Benny Boom, when I realized it was, I came at the end of the video, it was my song, and I was like, why you didn't tell me? He said, I did tell you. But he didn't remember he had changed the name to Tip Drill. Because that was for Nelly's remix album, right? So I pulled Benny, because Benny's always been cool. I was like, bro, this is my song. I said, can you just make sure that it looked like I was here all day, right? Yeah. So he just shot me a different part of the house. I was like there for like 15 minutes, right?
What?
Then I went back and saw the video, and I was like, I missed that.
Oh, yeah, it was crazy.
But which ended up probably with how wild I was back then would probably been the best for me.
Hell yeah.
After some of the repercussions.
Yeah. You was probably been sliding the credit card and
I'd have tried to beat a credit card.
Yeah. Listen, you can't do that nowadays. You can't have that. You can't have that.
That would have popped back up.
Yeah, well, you can. We just care too much about what white folk think. Care too much about what white folk think, and we care too much about, we want to be accepted by everybody instead of standing strong and understanding we are culture and that they can't do none of this shit without us. Like, some of the shit maybe we didn't have no business doing in the first place, but everybody fuck up. One of the things I was saying about, all the backlash that Dave Chappelle, was getting is that people sit up and laugh at nigga jokes all day. Don't have no problem with no nigga jokes. Yeah. He said it, I think. Yeah, he actually said it.
Yeah.
He had no problem with no nigga jokes. You sit up and laugh at everybody, but now you feel like you're holier than thou, and now you think that you above reproach. You can't be joked about now. Then don't laugh at shit.
Or don't.
And if we don't watch out as black people, agreeing with so many other subsections of people, it's gonna get to the point where we can't rap. You won't be able to rap. You won't be able to give your opinion. You won't be able to laugh. Like, at some point, we as human beings are going to have to realize that it's about all of us, good or bad. And if we are going to do things that are not right, we're either going to stop it all, shut all the shit down, or realize that we are all part of a global family. And if we're going to get picked on, then all of us are going to get picked on, period.
Right. No.
You hear Regina, bro? I said, no, can you hit it for me?
Yeah, no. We are in a difficult time.
This shit is not difficult.
It's sensitive, I believe, more.
It's not difficult. We as black people as a whole have sold our soul. And because we don't have anything to stand on, we purchase everything and we don't support ourselves. In order for us to exist now, we have to placate to every other group of people. I'm not telling people whether they should be vaccinated or not vaccinated, but what I will say is most black folks ain't got a fucking choice because you work for white people anyway. You ain't got no choice to get vaccinated. You either gonna get vaccinated or they gonna starve your black ass out. So this is not hard. What God is telling us now is that I've been telling you all to stand upon yourself. I believe this. This is my belief. I believe that God gave the world to African people, to black people, right? And went and did whatever God needed to do. Right. Now, peep game, for real, on everything, Quincy. If you gave me your car, right, and say, Banner, here are my keys, I want you to take care of my keys, about to go back to Philly, I want you to take care of my car. Yeah. And I say, bet, Quincy. Let's say you don't come back for 5 years. Let's say you don't come back for 10 years. Fuck it. Let's say you don't come back for 100 years.
Right.
The only thing that you're going to expect from me is that with the normal amount of wear and tear, that I give you a car back the way that you gave it to me.
Maintain.
It may look 10 years older, 5 years older, 100, but maintain what I gave you.
Yeah. Right.
I believe that's how God feels about the black man. I gave you the keys to this earth. And I don't care if they beat you, poison you, whatever, you still here, and the world is fucked up, and I gave it to you. Don't tell me about white folks. Don't tell me about life. Just who did I get the keys to? And God gave the keys to us, and we let that shit go. And I believe that's the reason why we suffer.
How do we get it back in your
it's easy.
Okay.
If we don't do it by being ourselves, all we have to do is do what other people did to us. Simple. Mm-hmm. It's not hard. The youngest race on this planet took this planet over. All you gotta do is, one person told me one time, they said, Banner, you blame too many people. And I said, I don't have to blame nobody. History does. Your history does. Mm-hmm. So like for me, man, I'm just so grateful to hip hop as a whole because I am one of the few that hip hop allowed to grow up. Think about any other artist that made the outward change. A young kid said that you are one of the few people that grew up in front of us. Yeah. I made mistakes. I fucked up. I did all that shit. Got in fights and lawsuits and all kind of shit. I almost died last year. Just all kind of crazy shit. But one thing that I always want these kids to know, because I watched them do it to Malcolm X. Like, one of the things that America does is they make us so perfect that we become a caricature. And kids believe, because I said this and some people got pissed off. I was like, shit, fucking Malcolm X was a pimp. Maya Angelou dabbled in prostitution for a little while. We need to let kids know that, so if any of our children make a similar mistake, they know that they can rub that shit off and become gods and goddesses the same way that they did. So I fucked up bad. I'm just happy that people allowed me to grow.
And that's why I said that about the tip drill, because it's like who you are right now. And I'm not saying nothing's wrong, but it's like.
But I still like ass and titties.
Not saying you don't. Yeah. Not saying you don't.
My God.
I'm just saying like.
And I practice.
Yeah.
A lot.
Practice what you preach.
I do. Yeah. But I just don't let it control me.
But you were able to grow. You know what I'm saying? You have more layers.
Well, when I see it, when I see what was on tip drill, it has a tendency to make me grow, and now we want to get off the layers.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm talking about. No, but seriously, bro, like I be wanting people to know that too, man. Like I had a concert. I had a concert recently. Well, not recently, probably about a couple years ago, and I was doing a lot of my new so-called conscious stuff, and then broke that shit down, went straight into playing like a pimp. And everybody was like, I was like, hold the fuck up. No. Just because I'm conscious don't mean that I don't like the fuck. Yeah, what the fuck you think? Like, that's what we get it fucked up at. Like, no, like.
You are human.
I'm more than human. Yeah. but I still like to fuck.
Yeah.
Like, why give us dicks and pussies if they wasn't meaning to poke and prod?
Poke
No, I'm serious. I'm poke and prod.
Yeah.
The problem is when people want to go against what God set up. That's the problem. So many people are jealous and mad at God.
Yeah.
And they want to do different than what it was designed to do. I'm very clear on who I am. The only thing that I would like to say, and Fuzzy, this is because of how much I trust you.
Yes, sir.
I haven't said this nowhere, and I was going to say this on my Instagram, but I think I'm going to say it here.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like the black race is wasting me, though. Like, bro, Derek Grace said something that was so powerful. He said, imagine David Banner with $1 billion. Imagine David Banner where all he had to do was create for society, especially black people. You know, one of the things, like, bro, I'm really close to moving this directly into movies because I can't expect, you know, white companies to put out the movies that I'm producing. Mm-hmm. Like, if I own a movie company and a white kid came doing what I'm doing, I wouldn't want to push that shit either. I remember on Instagram it was very similar. My fans they got mad because Instagram, more Facebook, but Instagram and Facebook like was taking my post off. And I said, and they were mad. And I was like, I'm not mad. Even if I was wrong and a little white boy came on my shit,
right,
talking they shit, even if I'm wrong, I'm taking that shit off of there. I do it now. Nigga, I block a motherfucker so fast, a motherfucker can say, they was really gonna say, I feel you. I thought he said, I fuck you, and I blocked that bitch.
Yeah.
So I feel like if, and it's not success, but if I am navigating myself too quickly without any bumps through white society, I have to check myself. My mother used to always say, and I don't believe in the devil or hell, but my mother said, if you don't bump into the devil 3 to 4 times a day, then 9 times out of 10, you're walking with him.
Wow.
If you don't bump into him.
Mm-hmm. So if I'm a black man doing pro-black shit to help black people get forward, when you understand, if you know history, that America was built on top of black people not understanding, bless you, by being ignorant, through slavery and free labor, we are the blood of America. And if the blood of America gets outside of the body, what happens to the body?
It dies.
It fucking dies.
100%.
So they want to keep the blood of America in the body. And I understand that. So with me wanting that motherfucker to bleed out, if they helping me, either I'm off track and not doing the shit I'm supposed to do, or I'm walking in the direction that they want me to walk.
That's big. That's big. Banner's deep, man.
I get
and
it.
it's still like titties.
Yeah. Ain't no wrong. I get it though.
I really do like titties.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah, we all do. I'm more of a ass guy, but I like, yeah. All right, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Banner, what is your day? What is your routine every day? Like, he be on his workout shit. Like, what is the average day for you?
I'm so tired, bro. Like, Fuzzy, as a friend of mine, maybe I shouldn't say this on the show.
No, you can talk.
I'm tired, bro.
You tired too?
I'm tired. I don't know how much longer I can do it like this, dog. Like, people forget that I'm a producer, like high level producer. We just produce, if not the biggest, one of the biggest non-for-profit fundraisers with the Thurgood Marshall College Fund last year. You know, we advise Fortune 500 companies. If y'all, you know, don't understand, go look at abannervision.com. Like, we score movies, video games, commercials. You know, I work out. Just got off of a fucking 7-day fast. I'm a rapper, activist. If people go back and look at my 10-year run, there wasn't a time that I wasn't doing something. Like, if I wasn't producing, if I wasn't rapping, then I was producing Tip or Wayne or Nelly or some shit like that. If I wasn't doing that, that's when I had that 10 film run that I had. Then I was acting. If I wasn't acting, it was Katrina or somebody being murdered. people never notice. Like, bro, I didn't stop, and this is a true story, and I've never told this story anywhere else. If you remember, I produced Lala and Pussy Monster for the Carter 3 album, Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
That's where I first got my first Grammy look, right? I was supposed to go on, I think, the second leg of the Carter 3 tour.
Mm-hmm.
I had worked so hard for so long that when they said yes, I couldn't stand up out of the seat.
Really?
Like, when I heard, and it was funny because I had told my management at the time, I was like, I can't go no more. I'm telling y'all. And I always ran my career. Like, couldn't nobody ever tell me to do shit. But like, I knew that I was the gas in the car.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't there, and a lot of the dudes that was around me, they was hustlers for real. And they were only not hustling, not because they love black folk. Most of my homeboys was like, we only love black folk because you do. Like, be clear. We understand all the shit you tell us about, but niggas is killing us every day. Like,
Facts.
you know, yeah. But the thing was, is when they said yes, I literally couldn't stand up. I like had a physical breakdown and couldn't go nowhere for 7 months. Like, I worked that hard. And now through therapy, I've realized, and I heard Will Smith talk about this, is that one of the tricks is that they make black people connect how much we're physically working to our worth. Like, bro, I am making so many residual moves now. Like, really, I could take off for a little bit and we'd be good. Like, with my staff, that is the thing that I tell them. I calculate at least 3 months ahead because now I have a staff. I have a grandmother on my staff. So it ain't no if black folks decide they want to support David Banner. And that's one of the things I try to get black folks to understand. Right. Me talking the shit that I talk, I don't get no extra record sales. Motherfuckers think, you know, there's some woke motherfucking genie out here that sprinkles money on the motherfuckers that decide to fight against. You got to think about it. You know what I do in private. Yeah. I get paid from Disney, Marvel, that kind of shit. Like, that's the kind of where I get my checks. To be real with you,
you talking is hurting. Could
no, it hurt. Does. Like, I can't lie to you. For the so-called conscious rappers, I do better than most, but not enough, like Derek Grace said, to shoot my own movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't do well enough to build my own city. Like control our waterways, build a hospital. The real truth is all this revolutionary shit I be talking, until we own water, food, hospitals, or electricity, motherfuckers gonna always go back to where that electricity is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's at what level will you hold on to it?
Right.
How have you shifted? You know, you said you were down for 7 months. How have you shifted from you working physically to you being a brand and being able to get the residual?
I haven't conquered that yet.
Really?
Working on the point I'm still working on. Like, cause I do better sometimes, man. But like, you know, for a long time, I was everything. I was the toughest motherfucker around me. I had all the guns. Like, usually when we fought, I was the first one. But shit, I was the rapper. I needed to be in the back. Mm-hmm. You know, me and my cousin, who was my security, he had just got out of the Navy, he told me that. He was like, bro, like, you a package. If you get hurt, we all going home.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, bro, let me do my job. Because my thing was, that's my family, like my real cousin. Like, this ain't no slanging the word. Like, this my family. Yeah. You know, and if a motherfucker about to fight my security guard, and that's my cousin, we all fighting. Somebody about to go, because that's still my cousin. Like, I try not to get this rap shit fucked up. Like, I told a young lady that, man, like, she was like, I took her groceries out one day. And she was like, you David Banner, why you doing that? I'm like, fuck David Banner, I'm a man, and you a woman. We get beside ourselves and start living like white folk live. That shit don't make that shit right. You see an elder? Like, one of my hardest things for me, bro, was cussing in front of grown folk.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a grown man. It's still hard for me to cuss in front of my mama. Like, I be telling my friends that sometimes, like, I still don't.
You're not comfortable.
I'm not comfortable, and I don't ever want to get comfortable with not being honorable. You know what I'm saying? I've even got to the point where I try not to even tell the small lies, because the small lies combined is what make you a grimy fuck. You know, one of the main ones is I'm gonna call you back in 5 minutes. You a fucking lie.
ain't no
This
5
call gonna take me. Am I lying though? It's gonna be longer than 5.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you. It's okay. Fuck the camera. Am I lying? Say it. That's fucked up. You know I ain't gonna call you back in 5 minutes. That's a fucking lie.
I do that
So
all the time.
stack that shit up. Like I'm trying not to do that shit, man. Trying to be honorable in my word.
Yeah. Nah, man. Golly.
So talk to us about your scoring, man. Like,
Scoring? Yeah.
what have you done this year? Like, every time I call him, he's like, I'm working on something, man.
Best Buy. We did. What all did we do this year? Best Buy. It's so much, bro. It's
How'd you segue into
oh
that?
because when I was living in LA, I can say this now.
Yeah.
I was depressed and didn't know, and it was crazy because I had been through some of the most crazy street shit and couldn't understand. I understand now. Before I had nothing to lose. Anybody I went up against, y'all got everything to lose. Like where I'm from, motherfuckers die every day. So death, I always knew I was dead. Never like a little girl told me this one time. I went and spoke at Notre Dame, and a little black girl said, "David Banner, you ain't scared these white folks gonna kill us or kill you?" And I asked the little girl or the young lady this. I said, "What was Trayvon Martin doing when he was murdered?" She said, "Nothing. Walking down the street with some tea and some Skittles." I said, "Well, they killing us anyway. Fuck you scared for? I'd rather be bold. And plus, them motherfuckers like real game anyway. Because I have a saying. We pray, P-R-A-Y. They pray, P-R-E-Y.
Yes, sir.
Be clear about this shit." So, like, I forgot the question. What was the question?
No, how did you segue into
Oh, how I said, I
yeah.
remember. All right. So when I was in LA and I was going through so much shit, man, and I was like really fucking depressed.
How long were you out there for?
6 years.
Yeah, he was out there for a
And
second.
it was one of the most amazing periods. But because I was in such a bad space and now I realized I was tired, and so far away from family, out in LA with a Bentley. And if you know LA,
You flossing. You out
I
there.
wasn't flossing. That's
saying
just,
you out there.
that's just what I had, though.
That's right.
You know, I had the silver Bentley, too. And a pistol on my lap, not understanding them LA laws. I shouldn't even say that. I pulled my pistol in Hollywood out on somebody. I thought they was trying to jack me, pull my pistol out in the middle. And I wasn't even thinking at the time cameras, and I didn't understand the pistol. Because, like, I understood after that, like, they want you to have your pistol in your trunk. Like, somebody about to rob you, you be like, "Hold on, before you rob me, let me run in this trunk and get my man." Fuck that.
It's different. It's different out.
But the thing is that I had toured in Africa, and I had done the international tour because this is during the time I had Get Like Me with Chris Brown. It was crazy, like, and I realized that they had taken hip hop and flipped it on us. Like, they don't have to call us nigga no more. We got that. They don't have to, you know, the FBI don't have to pull up the, you know, I know what they did in LA. They ain't got to pull the train cars up filled with guns no more. Like, we gonna bring the guns. They don't have to, you know, put dope in our community no more.
It's already there.
You know, we gonna do that.
Yeah.
We gonna do that. We got that. You feel me? So, like, when I realized that I had been tricked, you know, I started feeling, and this was, I shouldn't have put this on me, but I felt like I was the reason because I had the #1 song at the time. I thought I was the reason why black people were going to hell in America. Like, seriously. Because if you think about it, bro, in most groups, I never fell off. I stepped away. And I really think it's the most fraudulent, fake shit to want to retire, but you want to parade. Now, motherfucker, if you want to go away, do like Tim Duncan. Get the fuck out. Tim Duncan was just like, "Peace on you bitches. I'm out."
And I'm out.
I did the same thing. I was done with rap. I was fucking done. He's the reason, him and Regina are the reason why I started rapping again. And I'm going to tell you right now, where the camera at?
Right there.
I'm going to tear the face off these motherfuckers. All you on this rap shit, I'm a fan to me. Watch what I'm going to do. And get this right here. We're going to tear you fucking face off. Beats, verses, what else? It's everything.
Content, all that. Top.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Look Fuzzy. We gonna make a motherfucker a
Do
fan.
you, do you have the name of this album?
Oh yeah, the God Box 2. Easy. Easy fucking money.
God Box.
I'm gonna slap these bitches in the mouth with it too. Oh, but my point was the reason why I
was
had
waiting.
transitioned
Yeah.
was because I didn't want to do it like that no more. I felt like I was tricked. I was one of the few people who, something like Goody Mob was, is I had the background and I'd done the stuff, but my intellect and my spirit was that's the stuff I did and the stuff I talk about was where I was from. Like when I was growing up, Jackson, Mississippi was the murder capital of the United States. Like people said that I used to curse so much. That's just how we talked. I didn't know that I didn't like when I first moved to LA and I was in the club throwing bottles and shit. Lil John had to pull me to the side like, better they don't do it like that. Like I'm throwing Hennessy in the motherfucking club. I'm on the bar and shit, and I'm looking around, motherfuckers looking at Britney Spears, looking at me like, who is this motherfucker right here? I'm talking about I'm hanging from the fucking ceiling, and I realized, man, that and I can honestly say I learned this from T.I. T.I. was the one that showed me about class and about holding yourself a certain kind of way. Because when I started touring around like the country, I mean the world, you had kids from around the world putting aluminum foil in their mouth, running up screaming. Like it made me feel like they thought I was a cocaine addict or something. But every time they saw me on TV, that's how I was.
Yeah, that's what you.
So I was making so much money, I had to figure out a way to, because I'm never, unless God see fit, I'm never going to be broke again. I'm about to tear these motherfucker face off. But I had to find a way to still be creative. I remember one time, being in the studio with Pharrell. And Pharrell was like, I didn't know you made music like that. What the fuck is this? This shit's amazing. He said, but the problem is you don't even rap over the other kind of shit that you make. He said, I know it's a little bit easier for me because I can give a motherfucker a hook and just fit him in the middle of that shit. I can sing. He's like, but bro, you going to have to find some way to use this shit. So I prayed to God. And what God brought back to me is to stop chasing men and chase sound. So I became uber rich by everywhere that there's an artificial sound. I just had to find the conduit to allow me to be the person. I'll give you a great example. When they first got the chips for the credit cards, that sound, no matter how much motherfucking money you got, that it was like, damn, did I pay my credit card? Yeah. That shit felt terrible. That's an opportunity.
Wow.
Anytime you at the movies or you hear music or you hear a beep on your phone, I
No, come on, give it.
Okay,
come on, come on.
Motherfucker just offered me like more money than some people make like in a year for like 15 seconds of music. What? You know how ESPN goes da-na-na, da-na-na. That's all they wanted. What? And I was like,
it's one of the signature sounds.
Are you
call to action?
Da-na-na, da-da,
You cool with that?
cool? Yeah.
What?
Give me that.
I start grabbing all the shit in the room like, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
But that's what I realized, and God
But
showed
they
me
trust
that.
you.
Well, they also trust me, but also I got back to the point where, like, I remember this, Fuzzy, and I can't lie, bro. This hurt me. I did the second biggest Gatorade commercial in history, and on the commercial it said, "If you want a revolution, the only solution is to evolve." And in the whole thing, we was talking about hold your fist, but it was so bright that literally them white folks didn't hear all that revolutionary shit. Ooh. And Jimmy, who was the person who was the conduit to allow me to have that opportunity, Jimmy was like, bro, this shit is so bright. So Jimmy Smith had given me the opportunity, and he was the guy that came up with the commercial with the bouncing balls and turn them into a beat.
Yeah.
Some of the biggest Jordan commercials. He created, what's the basketball game where, well, you're on fire?
NBA Jam.
He created NBA Jam.
Wow.
So he gave me that first opportunity, through a mutual friend that we had, and I really appreciate her also. He said, bro, and this is a real story. We were in the heads up with some of the heads of Gatorade and some of the top people at PepsiCo. I had never done a commercial before.
Never.
Ever in my life. Scored one, none of that kind of shit. So Jimmy walked in that bit. And the crazy thing about Jimmy Smith, if anybody know Jimmy Smith, he don't wear suits. All he wear is hoop shit, and Jordans. I don't give a fuck how big it is. It's a funeral. Fortune 500. No, but he be in basketball shit. Oh. You be in like a hoodie, and you know what I'm saying? He be straight up like he about to. He can walk out of any meeting and go hoop right now. I'm not bullshit like it. You could be in the meeting posting up like, dog, I need 5% more. He be like, fuck that shit. Turn around, throw a jumper, then y'all go outside and play for real. Really, okay. Like that. Got it. But Jimmy Smith told them folks, and it was like something similar like Snoop said to me. He looked them white folks in the eye. He said, that boy know what he doing. He was talking about me. He said, that boy know what he doing. Leave him alone. Wow.
Damn.
We walked out of the door. He slammed the door and looked over at me and said, you better know what you're doing. And walked off.
Wow.
That was so much motherfucking pressure because that dude just gave me a 6-figure job.
Co-signed you.
Dude, I'm talking about more than co-sign.
He told what it is.
He told motherfuckers what it is, but it ended up being the second biggest Gatorade commercial in history.
Wow. Nice. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you, since you're doing commercials and movies and things, do you watch commercials and do you watch TV differently for like, what could I be doing better when I do my next?
Yes and no. Number one, I'm strange. Like everybody around you, I'm a strange motherfucker.
Okay.
I'm a strange motherfucker that just happened to be big and willing to fight. So like cartoons, video games, I look at life different. Like I'm just not regular. Sally will tell you, where he said when I go into my moods, what you leave me alone? Like I go up into space, dog, and I come back down with blessings. I go play with God, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, on a higher level.
And that's one of the reasons why it's so hard for me to get high. That's why I stopped getting high for so long, because I get high and start thinking about shit and be wanting to hurt things or build things. And so when I look at TV, I look at everything different, bro. Like if I were to tell you what I meant, like Erykah Badu actually taught me this. I don't explain to people what songs be meaning to me, because then it'll take away the connection that they have with the song. Like No Bullshit, Play, which people think is the nastiest song in the world. When I made that song, it did mean to be shocking, but what I was actually saying, most men was telling women, hey, come suck my dick, get out the car, come do this for me. This was the first song, no, I want you to be happy. You play with it, girl. What you want me to do for you? Like, no, don't even worry about me. You sit back. If you need to play with it, go on play with it. Go on play with it. Nobody got that. All the people got was fuck. That's not what I meant with the song, but they liked fuck, and they paid for fuck. Well, fuck then. But like literally, dude.
That's not my interpretation.
Like literally, dude, I see everything different. But what I'm going to do with a banner vision, I'm going to put my glasses on everybody. And one of the things that I learned from a very wise man. Very wise man said, John Henrik Clarke said, one of the main steps to being free is just acting like you are.
Damn. Yes.
Like
speaking our language right now.
On, dog.
So long, I didn't really believe in myself. I had to. That was one of the reasons why I started calling myself him. Because I realized I treated everybody better than I treated me. And I deserved to get used up. So I started putting me first and acting like I was somebody separate. So I got to treat him better. And him is me. So I know I fucking look good. I work on it. A girl told me one time, she thought I was a little arrogant. I ain't fucking arrogant. It's the truth. Do I look good? She said, yeah. I fucking work on it. You see that motherfucker right there? Sometimes I got to go in the gym with that motherfucker. This motherfucker lift weights like them bitches dying. Like the weights are dying and they about to leave the earth. Everybody around me is smarter or more in shape than I am. But I don't want to let them down. So I be on my shit. I know I fucking look good. Smell good.
How long you been working on it?
Working on what?
Just on
I'm
yourself?
Still working on it. I work on me every day. We are in the flesh. So the flesh separates us more and more from God all the time, especially when we're not eating right, not thinking right.
Yeah.
So I fall in and out. When I met Salih, I was really close to a monk. Am I lying, bro? Like, bro,
Were you practicing to
Like
be?
you were
like no,
quiet?
I mean, I practice transcendental meditation anyway. I was eating right, fasting all the fucking
You
time,
slimmed down. I saw you slim down.
watching what I consumed. Like, bro, I've never said this in public. It used to be, bro, when I was clean, like watching what I ate, watch what I put in my mind. When I would meditate, my whole body would tremble. Like it was like the energy, the vibrations was so I've been trying to find what that was. But anytime, because I think most of the time we get ourselves together, we just eating right, but then we're not consuming the right shit in our mind.
Yeah.
Or we can consuming the right shit in our mind and not eating right.
It's imbalance.
Or maybe doing both of those things and we're off spiritually.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a trifecta. Because like even I believe that it's not God, Son, and the Holy Ghost. I think it's God, woman, and man in no particular order, but God first. So in that, we have a structure within ourselves, our spirit, our mind, all of these different things, and you have to move them forward at the same time. The problem is we're trying to get everything on 100 when you might never be able to do that. You may get one thing on 100, but you fucked up over here. Zig Ziglar has this graph where he asks you how much time you spending with your family, how much time you spending in work, and what happens is, what he did and was genius. He put it all in a circle and said, in order for the wheel to roll, you can't have 70% here, 30% over here, then it won't be a tire. What you really need is to really be about 70 to 30%, whatever, between 70 and 30% of all that shit. Yeah. And balance out your life so the wheel can get rolling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that's sort of how I am in my life, man. And this was the hardest thing for me, man. And this, again, is now through him, you. I trust you, and if I trust you, I'll say more.
For sure.
When I was willing to totally let rap go, and that being popular wasn't, because I hate to say this, but we have to be true with it. We make things our God without even trying and not knowing it. But when I was willing to let rap go is when it all came back to me and bowed to me.
Wow.
And y'all gonna see it.
I'm you know what? One of my favorite banner projects are You and Ninth Wonder. And I was trying to find, I went to play it for Q because there was some gems on there. I'm like, it must not, did they take it off of the streaming?
Yeah, it's a lot of shit happening. Bro, I just want to say this. Bro, if you would have heard the original album with all Ninth Wonder samples.
Yeah.
Like
I heard it because Warren Campbell replayed.
I was going to talk about Warren today. I'm glad you said that. I wanted to say thank you to Warren Campbell, DJ Khalil, and Strong Arm Steady.
Yeah.
Them and a few other people, when I was going through my depression, they kept it away from people. I used to go sit in Warren's studio over there with Warren and Renisha and them, and I would just sit in there for hours and hours and just not do no music. It's funny, me and Warren had a production company together, and we only did one song. It was for Quincy Jones. Damn. That was a good start there. But like, Warren, I believe, this is my personal, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like, we'll tell your mama about it. I think Warren Campbell is the most talented producer in our age group. I really believe that. And he's done music for just about everybody that you think of. Yeah. And the reason why I say it is most people are dope because they got the right shot with the right group. Warren can play every fucking instrument.
We talked to him on the podcast.
Warren used to look at me like I was the shit. And, I would never tell him because if you go get it to me, I'm going to take it. But I never forget this. Me and Warren was in the studio one time, and I was like, man, it'd be dope if we played an upright bass like it was a real bass, because most people who play classical music can't play off the top of their head. It has to be sheet music, right?
For especially upright, yeah.
Warren was like, fuck that shit. Went to the fucking closet, got an upright. Who got a fucking upright bass? Just handy to the motherfucker and played that bitch like motherfucker. Curtis Mayfield was on that motherfucker or something. But Strong Arm Steady, man. All them cats, Khalil and them, man. Like they took care of me, man. Snoop Snoop and the Dog Pound did something, man. I told this story once, but it never blew up. When my Bentley broke down, Snoop always used to call my car the pretty car. He's like, where your pretty car at? He was about to go on tour. And he was going, I said, where your pretty car? And I was like, it's fucked up. He's like, how you getting around? I was like, I don't know yet, because I had just dropped it off at the Bentley dealership. He said, I'm going on tour for 3 months. Take my car.
What?
He gave me his car because we were staying in the same.
Oh, compliment.
You know the spot. Yeah.
Honeycomb High.
Yeah, you know the spot.
Yeah.
And he gave me his car. And it's funny because I had stopped smoking weed. So I was like, there's no fucking way I'm going to have Snoop car and not smoke in it, right?
Because it smells like weed.
Well, not because it smells like weed,
yeah.
because that's fucking Snoop. And I want to tell my homeboys in Mississippi, I smoke dope in Snoop car.
I smoke dope.
So I'm on the 101. Yeah. You know, and we, as out-of-towners, I think we take for granted what they smoking in Cali. It's some whole other shit, and people need to So I hit this shit and was so high, I was driving 15 miles an hour on the 101, dog. I had to stop and like sit back for a minute and get my shit together. But Snoop was also one of the people that helped me through my depression. When I was I had to go talk to somebody. And I told Snoop, I was like, Uncle, I really need to talk to you. And I told him what I was going through. Snoop sat me down. That's at the time, I know you remember this, where he had the professional roller.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude that rolled the dope for him.
Yeah.
And so dude rolled up about 7 blunts, and he told me his story post-death row up until then.
Wow.
This wasn't a murder trial. This wasn't death row. There was none. It was just from no limit up until the day. The shit that Snoop goes through, people have no. Like, I had a $700,000 tax problem. He told me what his tax problem was and what P did for him. I took my little tax problem, put it in my motherfucking pocket. I believe, and I asked Snoop this the last time, because I hadn't seen the compound until 2-3 weeks. When was I out there? 3 weeks ago? When I saw, about 3 weeks ago, I saw the compound. It's a fucking amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
And I asked him, I was like, why you love me so much? Like, does it have to do with Mississippi? Because Snoop was born in Mississippi. Like 15 minutes away. His family's from Macomb. My family is from Brookhaven, Mississippi. They're 15 minutes apart. And I figured it was always his love for Mississippi and his love for his family there. And he told me, he's like, yeah, that had a lot to do with it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so he's always looked out for me. Snoop has always looked Scarface and E40.
Wow.
Like, out of everybody that I've ever met in the music industry, I've never met anybody like E40.
Wow.
And he's so E40, because I don't even know another word.
Yeah.
That people and his family get down. I watched E40's family. People don't understand. Them motherfuckers, I ain't met nobody in E40 family that was less than 6 feet.
They did.
And they get down.
Yeah.
I didn't watch them beat the Frankfurt off a motherfucker.
Frankfurt. Okay.
But he's one of the kindest people,
Scorpio.
and most genuine.
Yeah.
He called. Let me tell you this. I'm a grown ass man. I don't play with these motherfuckers. He calls me slugger, and I be kicking the ground and shit like, oh, fucking slugger. Like, I really like that shit. He calls me slugger like I'm a fucking kid.
E40's language is hilarious, dog. E40's language, like he'll
But
just.
I thought. Tell me this. Be honest with me, Fuzzy.
Let's talk to me.
Did you think? I thought that was some rap shit. Like, I thought he cut that shit off.
Oh,
he never.
No, that's him.
That's how he really.
24/7.
You didn't think that shit?
No, that's him.
No, like it's nobody does that.
No, it's just him. That's just.
That's really those words, and that's how he really talk.
Yeah, hit me on the transmitter.
Yeah.
Call me the call. You know,
Hey man, bring some turtle.
Yeah. What's turtle?
Yeah.
Green.
Yeah.
Yeah. One time I told you he came to the station. He was like, he said, what you drinking? He said, I'm drinking that Moesha. I said, what's Moesha? Brandy.
Yeah.
I was like, hilarious.
Yeah, he's different.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I want to go back to just you and personal development, because I know you're very. You said you were depressed, and there's a lot. It's something key with black men, right? You know, we had a conversation with somebody, and we were talking about the available black men out there, right? And it was like, well, one man is incarcerated and another man may be, you know, he may be gay, so women can't have him. But we never talk about black men working on themselves. And you've clearly worked on yourself. If you can give just the key initial steps, if guys out there are like, damn, I'm on some bullshit. Right. I need to work on myself.
One of the first things that you need to do is go to davidbanner.com and make sure that you purchase and help the folk. Because I love black folks so much and I love our people so much that I sell everybody else's shit and then leave and I haven't sold nothing. You know, make sure that along with FAQ that y'all also go and check out the back episodes of the David Banner podcast. Go and check out the First God Box. And make sure that you support the people that give, because people take from me. They take, and then I end up fucked up, having to fight myself back.
Oh, man.
You know, I asked the person one time, I said, do you think that I'm the antithesis of our last president? And they say, yes, we definitely think you're the antithesis of the last president. I said, well, then why don't you support me like white folks support him? If I'm the exact opposite, that means I'm the same thing for black people that he is for white people.
Wow.
Right.
So why don't we support me that way? You know, and it's also because I don't tell them to. I'm always talking about the movement. If you think about manifestation, you are what you say. If you notice, I don't put killings of black people from cops no more on my Instagram. You know why? Because at some point, if we don't do nothing, we then become the cheerleader for white supremacy. How you gonna tell other people that motherfuckers is killing your kids and you ain't man enough to do shit about it?
Damn.
You fucking pussy.
Right.
After the first initial push, you pussy. You showing everybody for him what he's done for you. That's like me whooping on your ass and then you posting it. David Banner just beat the shit out of me. Can y'all come and help me? No, you do something. Yeah, but
Right,
anyway.
Go to the website.
Oh, no. To answer your question directly, the first step is first admitting that you have a problem. That's one of the things that helped me more than anything. Salih, in the old office, what was up on my wall? In my old office, on my wall, in front of my desk, it said, it's my fault, even when it isn't. I tell mothers this, and they get mad at me. I said, if your child is getting bullied, after the first time he gets smacked, it's your fault. And they be like, huh, that's so mean, but he didn't do nothing wrong. Well, whether he did something wrong or not, they're not going to pull their foot out of his ass unless they're motivated. So you got three choices. You either going to move, find somebody else to fight for you, or learn how to kick ass. Yeah. That's it. The rest of it is emotions. So if you want your life to change, you have to first realize that you have a problem. So what's the problem? I always tell women, if you date another man, if every time you break up with a man, you end up dating the same dude in a different body, it's not the men, it's you. If you get in trouble in New York and they move you to Mississippi, you get in trouble in Mississippi, they send you out to Atlanta, you get in trouble. It ain't the motherfucking city, it's your black ass. You the problem. So what I first realized is I'm the problem. Yeah. So what is it about me that I have to change? And I think because of Christianity, they have skewed how God, or what God's true meaning is for pain. The only thing pain is for me is God telling you it's time to change something. So if God is hitting you on this side of your face, all God is telling you is, motherfucking idiot, don't look this way, go that fucking way. I'm pushing you this way, nigga. Yeah. Stop it. And nigga only because of ignorance. I don't use the word nigga as a term of endearment. Nigga, because you ignorant. I keep hitting you in your fucking face and you keep coming back? Go this way. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, pain isn't that God doesn't love you. If God didn't love you, he would take the pain away without you giving change. All the pain is change something.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed in your life when you change something? Like if we have a problem with weight, stop fucking putting food in your mouth. Yeah. Or as much. It's that simple. It can change that day.
Yeah.
You may not lose weight that day.
But it can change.
But it's going to change that day, right? So the first thing that I would always tell people is look at yourself. The second thing is find out what is needed in order for you to change. a lot of times we make a change. Like I even found this with doing meditation at a professional level. I found out that there's different types of meditation.
Yeah.
So some people do the meditation that Buddhist monks do. And what Buddhist monks are trying to do is remove themselves from society. We're not trying to remove ourselves from society. We're trying to stay calm while we're in the middle of the bullshit. That's a different type of process. So a lot of times we jump into shit because we're in pain and we want to do whatever to get the pain out, but we end up running into shit that ends up making it worse, right? The other thing that I would say is be patient with yourself. And this is something that I have a problem with. It took you 5-10 years to get into this shit, or if you're older, 20-30 years, it's going to take you at least a quarter of that to totally get out.
Got it.
The only reason why meditation worked for me is because I was dying. So if I wouldn't have kept doing it, like we learn in transcendental meditation that, and especially in the cities that we live in, do you know the fallout for black men in the city of LA is worse than it is? The post-traumatic stress syndrome is worse in LA than it is at war.
Damn.
And you want to know why it is? I'm about to fuck your head up.
Why
Watch
is
this.
that?
Even if you are at war, even though most people are only at war for months or maybe 2 or 3 years, right? In your head, you can always go back to where?
Home.
What if your home is the battlefield?
Yeah.
Yeah. You always in it.
Oh my gosh.
You always in it.
That's scary within itself. An infinite loop of pain. Then it gets to the point where that's our natural state. And if we don't feel like that, we'll create drama just to feel normal. Ugh.
I just had this conversation with my homie. He's going through some stuff, and I'm like, dog, the way we grew up.
Quincy, we all these bitches.
Yeah. I told him, I said, we all, like, the way we grew up, we minimalize the trauma that we've been through. You from that side of town, oh, you only saw 5 killings versus I'm on this side of town, you saw 15 killings. It's still trauma.
Or when white people see the cops, they're like, gee, golly darn it, here comes Mr. Lovable.
And we freeze up.
We see death.
Yeah.
Be fucking clear.
Yeah.
You know, so man, this is sad, and I want to keep the frequency up though. Yeah. But I do want to address this, man. I asked somebody one time, like when I go speak, I was like, name one place where a black person feels peace. And up until this one guy, nobody could ever answer. Like, even in your own hood, we got to watch what colors we put on. Like, think about how stressful that is without any danger around you.
You got to plan the whole day out.
Yeah. Even the fucking color you put on.
Yeah.
Like, white people be just like, toodaloo.
What time you get gas, all types
anything,
of shit.
right? You go see a bro. Is this a setup?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so this one man said something that was so powerful. Guess what he said?
What'd he say?
He said the graveyard.
Damn.
And I was like, damn, you got to die? He's like, no. He said, black people are spooky, so they only go to the graveyard when he's like, I literally go out, pack a lunch, and go to the graveyard. It is so fucking peaceful.
Damn.
And I was like, yo.
That is true.
That's real. And it's usually pretty. Like, even though like, it's in our mind.
Well manicured.
But it's just well manicured.
Yeah.
Like the shit really. Sort of in a spooky way. If you find you a goth broad, like y'all can really go out there
and have set up shop.
Yeah.
I mean, in
Yeah.
another kind of way too, like properly. But that'd be sort of
It could be disrespectful.
Well, unless it's a motherfucker who like
Into
freaky
that.
shit
Yeah,
when they
yeah,
were.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
all right, anyway. Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. Okay. Since you're a producer, you are a producer, you hands on. What's your top 5 producers? I need the top 5.
That's one.
You just mentioned Warren earlier.
My top 5 is the Neptunes. When they were together.
Yeah.
When they were together.
Chad Pharrell. Yeah.
When it was Chad Pharrell and they were doing like that synthy 60s Curtis Mayfield but spacey. You don't have to call when they were doing the Usher. That during that time period. Then it's Dre. Then Timberland.
Good choice.
Then Just Blaze.
Good choice.
I I want to say just like a Mr. Lee, or just like somebody who
Don't get the
or
credit.
Jazzy Faye who don't get the credit. But like, I would be remiss not to say organized.
Yeah.
Because they influence me the most. Even though Pharrell and them is where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Organized influenced me and pushed me so much. But like, it also hurts me because, you know, you had them boys that produced Suave House.
Yeah.
You know, you got KLC from KLC and Beats by the Pound, who, you know, are my favorite just because what they've done for me. You go N.O. Joe, you know, Swisher House and Rap a Lot, and you got people who have held up. Manny Fresh,
Manny Fresh
shit,
alone. By
hey,
himself.
bro, damn.
Manny Fresh by himself.
T-Pain doesn't get the credit for the amount of records that he produced. Like, it's just really hard. And to be real with you, he'll tell you, bro, I listen to my shit more than I do. Like, I fucking love me. Like, y'all about to see, I'm gonna make you bitches pay. I done told you.
Talk to us. Like, what can we expect?
You said God Box too.
Yeah, you
That's
said-
coming.
No, the shit I'm talking about, I don't want to blow it. I was in one of the biggest superhero films, and didn't nobody tell me in Hollywood don't pop until you sign the paperwork. So I'm all out on BET, and this is some like,
Oh, word.
yeah. And I got on the red carpet. You know, on that level, you can't talk about nothing. You don't even audition with the script. Like, but nobody told me that
Can't
shit.
say nothing.
Man, I got on motherfucker BT popping like motherfucker, y'all niggas suck a dick. I'm rich. And this motherfucker, fuck all y'all motherfucker garages. Hadn't shot a scene yet. They sent my ass to the crib.
Like, you doing too much, Playboy.
Doing way too much.
You learned
So
from
like,
that day.
what I've learned, man, is that I don't want to cap. It's about to come, and I'm just already happy. Yeah. And you know, Fuzzy, that's one of the reasons why I came here, man. Like,
Yeah.
like you've always been the same.
Thank you, brother.
And what I can say, you always knew who you were, big or small, money popping, radio, no radio. Fuzzy is definitely Fuzzy, always. And you know, I appreciate y'all, man, because I know, you know, the things that I talk about. I was speaking at the Revolt Summit, and I thought about something. I started to say it, but I didn't. Is that I get death threats for the shit that I talk.
Right. Okay.
And people don't have to live with the decisions that people like me make, and that, you know, you can't be sitting up bitching about the choice that you made. Salih told me something, man, that really fucked me up, and I got to apologize to my fans, man. Salih said, man, there's so many people that love the old David Banner, you know what I'm saying, the gritty David Banner, the businessman. Like, people don't understand the level of business that I do. I really think the black community is wasting me. They have no idea how other communities are benefiting off me, but we don't invest in me, right? But he was like, bro, all you ever give people is the black fist. He was like,
You gotta start showing the other side.
He was like, that's okay, but you're really taking away from the other fans. I'm not even saying white people or other races,
Just the other side.
but people that want to see other sides of you because you love your people so much. And he said, that's not fair. And he was like, bro, as an employee of yours and as your friend, I can't just sit back and let you always do that. And I never thought about that because I love my people so much that, you know, it is also my job to love on the other aspect of myself. And I think that I've given to people, and I really think I love people more than they love me.
Yeah. But you always throw back love. I'm gonna share something. I don't know if you remember this. One time we were at a movie premiere, and I saw David Banner talking to somebody. It was Stephen Hill. And you guys were talking about your video. And the video had, what, do you remember?
I remember what this was. Life Change was Play.
Right. So Play just coming out, and me being me,
I didn't know nobody saw that. Dude, this was life-changing in my life.
So he
Wow.
he called me like a week later. He was like, "Yo, Fuzz, you don't know what you did." I was like, "What did I do? I'm just being me."
Yeah.
I was excited for David Banner. Didn't realize who Stephen Hill was at BET.
Yeah.
They were having a
He's like
conversation.
a big deal. Yeah, if you
He's a
you
big
guys
deal.
don't
He's
know.
the head programmer, right?
At the time.
And I'm like, "Yo, Dave, I saw your video, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, being me. You know me, just, all right. And I'm peaced out and I'm out.
So
Whatever I said.
So let me give you the backstory, how big this was.
Yeah.
Bro, you got to listen to this because I forgot that happened. So Stephen Hill has always championed who I was as a black man.
Dope.
BET gave me some statistics they were not supposed to give me. They said you were one of the few people that ever came on BET and said something of substance and the ratings didn't drop.
Wow.
Now, maybe they didn't go up. He said, but everybody else, when they start talking political shit, the shit go down.
They stay with you.
So that's the reason why they always called me when, like, it was time to talk some real shit. The problem was I don't make no money talking real shit. I be clear, all this conscious shit niggas be talking, I got on by Like a Pimp, Play, and Get Like Me. Niggas, hoes, and gangsters put me on. These conscious niggas don't even like me. With the exception of fucking Ninth Wonder and Talib Kweli. The rest of them niggas don't fuck with me. I'm just being honest with you. They deal with me. Really, I wouldn't have fucked with me at one time in my career. I was a little rambunctious. I get it. But the real truth was, Stephen Hill, he put Play out and Play shot through the roof. And then that's when media had first started getting real touchy, and he snatched my video off TV.
Damn.
Oh.
Yo, I got families to feed. I'm from Mississippi. I don't have, Fuzz, excuse me, bro. You know how hard it is to get a hit record.
100%.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck how big you are, how small. Hit records are not easy to come by, but when them motherfuckers come, they change your life.
Yeah.
So Stephen Hill was like, Banner, like, you got so much more to offer people. You know, I say, but Cadillac on 22s didn't make me no motherfucking money, Stephen. I was like, bro, if this shit don't pop, I'm fucked up, bro. I'm like, I get what you saying, but that shit's some hypothetical shit.
Right.
When I do this shit right here, my life changes. And he was trying to get it, and we was cool. I wasn't pressing him. Most motherfuckers would act. No, I'm telling him, like, dude, you about to fuck my life. Not my money, but the people who work, because I could go produce or some shit. Like, dude, I got this shit, dog. And then I'm already political. Motherfuckers is looking for a reason. Think about this, bro. I'm a big black motherfucker talking pro-black shit. Most of these niggas scared of me. You think the rest of these motherfuckers want my big ass around?
Yeah.
Fuzzy walked up at just the right time in the middle of the conversation. It was like, yo, that new shit you get. It was almost
like you paid
like
him to
the
do it.
universe or I pay him. Just like, do talk that shit. And Foz popped the shit, and the fact that he said the shit, dap me up, peace, Steven, and dip, Steven was like, He looked at me. We talked for a little bit longer. He said, I got you Monday.
Wow.
That could have been the end of David Banner as you know it.
But he called me and told me this story. I'm like,
That's
I'm just
crazy.
being.
But let me tell you how we do each other. When you do people wrong, they make sure you know that. But we don't tell people we love them.
Man.
Like, as men, as tough as we are, don't we say we love each other? 'Cause I don't know if we gonna see each other again. Like, I love you, and if I hate your black ass, I fucking hate you, you coward. But we gotta be men enough. Like, when I fuck up, I say I'm wrong. Fuzzy, you don't know how much and what you did in that moment, bro.
Oh, man.
And I thank you for that. But you don't know how much that reverberated and how many families that one thing touched. Remember this. We always think about how your life can change for the worse in 1 second, but it changes for the good just as fast.
Yeah.
It's just not as loud, man. And I remember exactly where we were when that shit happened, man. And bro, I never thought that I needed a movie. But for me, building my studio in the van, you know, the depression, the street shit I went through. Imagine this, y'all. And let's not talk about this, but imagine this. Imagine living in the poorest state, in one of the poorest cities in the United States. and somebody comes out one day and says,
David Banner has $10 million.
Shit,
where I'm from?
that's pressure.
Oh, they
Oh,
own
no, that's more than pressure.
Yeah.
But I was that's why if every now and then on Instagram, like, I'll go right past that motherfucking AR really quick.
just
just so a bitch you
Yeah.
know.
what it is.
Like, and I'm doing this, not to cap, but I'll do something to you before I let you. Not just for me, but for the people that depend on me every day. If something happened to me, it's going to affect his life.
Yeah.
He's so smart and so dope, he'll be all right, but some people won't be all right. Bitch, I got to do something to you.
Yeah.
And I don't bother nobody, bro. I don't bother nobody. I don't want what you have, but when it's my time and it's mine, you got to give me me. You know? But yeah, back to
I feel you.
Damn. Are we gonna see you acting some more?
Yeah. I'm
This year you cooking up?
I'm actually, I be talking too much.
Can't say.
Yeah. Not yet.
But you
Okay,
got,
not yet.
we got to
Not
look
yet.
out for you.
Not yet.
But I just got to offer
Okay. Yeah.
something really, really big.
too soon.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Come here, let me whisper in your ear.
All right. Putting some music on. You know what I mean? Okay. Cool. All right.
Okay.
And only
yeah.
that would happen to me.
Yeah.
Like I was telling somebody today, my relationship with God, it'd be like he really like me, or she like me, or it likes me, and like, okay, you talking that shit?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, this what you talking about on Instagram? Let me see.
Let's see what you're talking
Let's see.
about.
I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put this right behind that. Let's see what you're gonna do. But you know what Ice Cube did and how he stood up for what he. Yo, can I say this really quick?
100%.
A person that I don't talk about much that I really mold my life after is Ice Cube, and I never was in a space or never thought about it in the time to really say how much Ice Cube changed my life. Like, Ice Cube wasn't considered an A-list actor to them people, but he believed in himself and created a vision for himself and roles for himself, and he did it. You know, recently when they were running for the last presidency, Cube said all the shit that a black man is supposed to say, and black folks turned their fucking back on him.
Yeah.
He was 1,000% right. You know, he went and built his own league, something that people had never seen before. Like, we want to be people who white people signed or are successfully navigating themselves through the white world. If you're a God, God creates. That man creates, man. And I named my company after Ice Cube, and
Wow,
a tribe called Quest. Wow. My movie company is A Banner Vision. Cube had Cube Vision.
Yep.
So A Tribe Called Quest, not Tribe Called Quest. It's A Tribe Called Quest, and it's A Banner Vision.
Wow.
Because he motivates me, and I think as men, we should let each other know more.
100%.
You know, and then some Salih taught me, because I've never seen nobody this young that knows as much about music. It ain't too many motherfuckers on this planet had a run like Cube had as a rapper. And him and Queen Latifah, because they do so much shit that's so much bigger than rap,
Yeah.
that Cube run, then he smashed that shit on the West Coast, took his black ass out to the East Coast, smashed they fucking shit, took it over there too. Ain't nobody did that shit. Yeah. I'm gonna up and move from my I'm gonna give up what I done fought for. Fuck this shit. Y'all can have this shit. I'm gonna go somewhere else, take they shit, smash they shit.
Bomb Squad.
Yeah,
Native
death,
his own.
death certificate. Yeah.
Hank.
Yeah.
Fucking Shock Lee in the Moshiach.
Yeah.
You know, but
We love
excuse
it.
me.
No, it's all good.
But like him, like he's somebody that I really look at, and then he may not want to talk about this, but like I've done a movie with him, and the way he moves is so fucking powerful. It ain't no whole bunch of rah-rah. Motherfuckers know who he deal and what they dealing with. And what else he did that nobody talks about is white people cannot deny the ticket that he asks for if you want him to act in your movie. So he just like, look, motherfucker, good or bad, this is how much I made on Friday. Mm-hmm. Every time I make a movie on my own, I make this. So you gotta give me this because my time is worth this. I did that one time, a motherfucker wanted me to come do a show. It's one of the reasons why I don't do shows no more. I was like, well, what's your ticket? He told me the ticket. I was like, hell no, motherfucker. You got to give me 7 times more than that. Yeah. He said, well, David, you ain't been on the radio. I said, go and find out how much I charge to speak. I said, find out, because I knew it was readily out there because of course. Who I deal with. And I told him, say, go find out how much I get for 1 beat on a commercial. And I knew how much it was. And I said, now, break that down by the hour. I said, whether I'm spending my time with you or I'm doing the things that I get paid for, you don't understand my value because you are not in the right places. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. My value is so much more than rap. I just happen to love black people. I don't have to come back, but I have to because of what I believe in. But we could be doing some other shit. I just choose to do this because I love my people. And because of meditation and what I believe in spiritually, because I ask a lot of people, if you had an opportunity to be with God, but it would only be you, would you do it? You'd be surprised how many people said they'd rather not be with God if they got to be alone.
Please.
I'll be by myself for the rest of eternity if I'm with the Most High.
Yeah, man. No.
So that's the reason why we do what we do.
Yeah.
Man, we appreciate this conversation, David.
When can we hear God Box 2? Just me and Fuzz. That's, you know what I'm saying?
We could turn the block this week. Ain't you? But you about to leave.
I'm about to leave.
When you leave, for real? When you leave?
Like now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like out.
I got shit. I want to give a quick shout out, though, to Rhapsody. I can't talk about Rhapsody. I just wrapped up finishing her album. And then because of that, she ended up being able to get on the next project that I told y'all that I'm working on.
Yeah.
But that motherfucker.
Yeah,
she came by the podcast. Yeah, we you know, that's family. Yeah. But thank you, man. We appreciate you coming.
DavidBanner.com.
I'm gonna go buy some stuff. I'm gonna buy some slides and some hoodies.
Yeah, buy some slides and some hoodies, some shit like that.
Yeah,
Fuzzy.
Yes, sir.
Bro, y'all take care of each other, man.
Yeah, have to.
Just be watchful. There's some things that are going on this planet right now. I really believe that they're trying to see and test the general public. This wise person on Instagram, I wish I could remember their name. They said, the more you concede, the more they will take away. Most humans think, who are good human beings, if I give this, then maybe they'll stop here. Yeah. So let me go ahead and do this or do that. But if you notice, every time you say, okay, then they do something else. And they do something else until you say, fuck it, I'm going to burn this bitch down. Then they stop for about 5 years, and then they start back. Picking at you until all your fucking rights are gone. We have to watch our spirits and our soul during this time and just be a little bit more watchful, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Y'all out here.
I appreciate it, man.
David Banner, FAQ Podcast. Check out the FAQ Podcast on Instagram, on YouTube. We appreciate you. We'll see y'all next time.
And we accept all size titties. Oh, no, Fuzzy said he'd rather ass. All size titties, ass.
We take that.
Yeah.
FAQ Podcast, y'all.
Yeah.